The reason I'm really anxious to see this is because Storm just really took it to Thrash heavy earlier, who's other TJ in the bracket, right? And Thrash is struggling with the matchup. He says, I don't know what to do against Hisako. I think TJ loses this matchup really bad.
Okay.
Let's see if Rebelo has an answer.
Okay, sure, yeah.
So that's why I'm desperate to see what Rebelo's got.
I see, yeah.
Because you know, Thrash wanted answers, I don't have them. I don't play the matchup, so I don't know what to tell him.
But it was a mauling.
It was
Storm versus Thrash heavy.
Pretty bad. Yeah. And Thrash is a great player. And he's been with us for a really long time. He always puts on a good show. Super positive attitude. But sometimes, even if the matchup isn't bad, or if it's a little lopsided but not really bad, sometimes there's that one matchup at you as a player you just struggle with.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, I know this isn't a bad matchup. I just don't like it. It's hard for me.
You know, and she's such a funky character. She does things that few other characters can do, not just in this game, but in any game. And so playing against her, it takes a certain mindset. You know, and if you don't have that, regardless of your character choice, it's going to be funky. I almost feel like there are situations that she can put you in where your character, you know, it's relevant, but it's about your decisions as a human.
Yes. And
that's not easy to deal with.
And it's taken a while to see Hisako's of that caliber, right? She was that good in Season 2, I think, but it just didn't show yet. And then speaking of my sets, what you're going to see from Rebelo is flagrant disregard for everything we just said.
Good. I hope so.
That's his style. He goes nuts. He's really smart, but he'll make you think he's crazy just enough to frazzle you.
Well, like we were saying yesterday, that's the kind of player that is toughest to play against.
Wow.
Okay. Looking for the grab.
Wake
Very
up,
nice
Tiger
read.
Knee, Aaron Ryozan. That was really smart. And I think that is what TJ is going to have to do a lot here, is just do a lot of shoot toss grab attempts that are maybe a little risky, but you got to make sure Hisako wants to jump a bit so you can mess with her.
Big damage potential with this instinct going on.
And you don't want to eat all those counters either.
Ooh!
Tried to backdash, but Kirby'd back in.
I love the mix-up so far, and even beyond that, I like where Storm has started both of these rounds at a range where he can press those good buttons with his character. Yeah, she has those great buttons, and it's not...
Oh, whip punish. Nice. And we're going to go for the unbreakable stuff. This is the tech.
Okay.
That lockout, he broke that properly.
Oh, yeah?
But he got timing locked out anyway.
Oh, no!
Because there's a bug with the shadow knee being used after a normal.
I see.
Your tech is exposed now.
Well, if there's any place to put it
on
right
display,
out there,
it's right now.
It. Yeah. Do what you got to do.
Yep. And if you don't know, Storm is probably thinking, yeah, I just missed the timing there. But he didn't. He had it.
Well, even still.
Yep.
He's got a big lead and can seal the deal right there.
TJ's going to get back up, but this is, you know, quite a bit of work left to do. Delayed Rekka gets the counter hit. People do like to jab check in there, and if she uses the heavy Rekka with the right timing, you can counter hit people out of jab checks.
Yeah.
Of course, if you just block that Rekka, it's unsafe. But then if she has enough meter, she can counter.
Right.
Like layers of meanness.
I almost wonder in that situation if it would have been better to have used the instinct before death. Just, there was such a comeback that was needed. It would have been so hard on just the amount of damage that you get, the amount of life that you get back.
Yeah, I mean, it's an ongoing discussion in the community.
Right,
I think a bunch of us think that it's almost never worth using Last Breath unless you have to, and that you should always pop it and take control of a situation.
The speed up is really useful.
Yeah. I think he's one of the top instincts in the game.
Yeah. Well, we're seeing it right now. Okay. Oh man, they're in time.
Tough.
Yeah. That means that instinct is essentially for naught.
Yep. But at least he'll get a full another instinct bar for round 2, so he can try to make something happen, or at least he can use Last Breath if that's what he wants. Wow, that's a guess.
Oh! Of course.
If TJ whiffs the first part of that uppercut and only hits you the second part, the only way to tell what strength it is how far he scooted forward. So I don't know if that was a guess or if Storm saw he scooted forward a bit and that was heavy, but that's a hard thing to see. This is something Storm was doing against Thrash Heavy as well. It's a lot of crouch hard kick to stuff the armor from power line.
Yeah, his pressure has been good. I wouldn't say it's been super tricky mix-ups. It's just been solid stuff. But as you can see, very strong position.
And you know Rebelo's going to save it for Last Breath.
It seems like it, yeah.
Needs to take this life bar to have a chance. Here's the tech again. You can't break that. Storm doesn't know the tech yet.
Well, even if you did, does it matter?
You could break later. He has to give you a break chance in order to cash out. But if you lock yourself out, he can just take whatever he wants.
Got it. All right, well, we'll see if he can make this happen. Gets a bit of life.
Oh.
Right in there.
And a counter break attempt.
Yeah, I understand that. You know, Rebelo's on the ropes, but he didn't take the bait. Oh.
Wow, it's so fast. Dang. That was nice. Storm up 2 games now. Rebelo has, maybe you should take a minute. Think about this. And maybe we still don't have any answers for Thrash Effie.
Yeah. I like a lot of the positioning on Storm's side. He's starting things out at a range where he can do really good work.
Ooh,
he has those big buttons. Combo really doesn't.
Yeah, Combo has some really nice target combos that he can do on whiff that move him forward, but it's a bigger commitment. So,
oh, yeah, there you go.
A lot easier to whiff punish that stuff because he's committed to it for so long.
Ooh. Okay, here it is.
Nice. Didn't want to stick out a button on the way down. Didn't notice that Hisako was out of Wrath anyway. Her Wrath meters, if she has 50%, that's what allows her to cancel a move into a counter in the first place. So if you notice that's out, you don't have to worry as much.
Another big chance on the counter. Rebelo did not take that bait either. Oh, that wake up button. Okay, so that's going to be the life bar. Yeah, he did it. Use the instinct for that first one. Okay, whip punish.
And that's here it is again. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Storm doesn't know. Storm needs to let those through because of the bug and force Rebelo to do something that is breakable and try to break there. Unfortunately,
we'll see if
he's
he
just
catches
locking
on.
out. Yeah, I would not catch on. That's,
yeah, right.
That's tricky stuff. I only know because I was told.
Well, even still, Storm has been doing such a good job in every other respect that, you know, here he is threatening to win this 3-0.
Absolutely. Oh, too scared to press the button because of the Wrath.
Yeah.
So he just lets him get away with unsafe stuff. You got a challenger.
Oh, man, what an answer. And now at this point, do you use the...
Oh, my goodness. That's not going to be it quite yet. We still have Last Breath. We still have a little bit of health. And here comes the Last Breath. Storm's going to try and teleport through again. He missed it last time so that he can make Rebelo uncomfortable as he recovers from this. There he goes. Got the timing that time. Wow!
Oh, and just like that, it's in there.
Straight into the Tiger Knee, air on Rozan. Storm very convincing against our TJ players today.
Yeah, I'll say.
I don't have an answer for you guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
That looks pretty solid.
Yeah. Maybe ask Storm.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Maybe he has some insight.
Yeah, and now that he's beaten those couple of guys, maybe it's, you know, maybe
he'll
share.
tell you. Yeah. Not yet, though. Rebelo's still in the bracket. He's just going to head down to the losers bracket or the lower bracket, depending on how esports you are.
Losers it is.
Losers bracket, absolutely.
Up in the winner side, that means that there's going to be Circa Nikki versus Storm in the
That's
next
going to be
round.
great.
Yeah, definitely. So in